If you retire before your full retirement age and start collecting Social Security, there's a special earnings limit rule that applies only during your very first year of retirement, and it can be tricky. I'm Beverly, and I'm going to explain how much you can earn in your very first year of retirement, what type of income counts, and how you could lose thousands and thousands of dollars if you exceed the limit. First, let's talk about the earnings limit for 2026. I want to be clear about two things. Number one, this video is for those who will not turn their full retirement age during the calendar year. And number two, the earnings limit is per individual. So if you're married, your incomes are not combined, even if you file a joint tax return. For 2026, the annual earnings limit is $24,480 for anyone below full retirement age. So, what type of income actually counts if you retire early? The SSA, Social Security Administration, counts wages from a job, bonuses, commissions, and vacation pay. If you're self-employed, net profit, the income that does not count is an employee's contribution to a pension, annuities, investment income, interest, capital gains, plus veterans benefits or military retirement benefits. So just a quick note here. There's a special category called special payments, and examples include back pay and vacation pay or sick leave that you might receive after you retire from a company. This type of income counts when it was earned, not when it's paid to you. So that's good. In your first year, the earnings limit is applied monthly, not annually. So I have an example to show you how that works, and here's where the tricky part comes in. In this example, you are 62 and you retire on July 1st, 2026. You worked January through June and your income was $50,000, clearly over the $24,480 limit. So when you start collecting Social Security, the SSA considers you retired from the first month you get it. So when you start collecting, and in this example, it's $2,000 a month in benefits, that's $12,000 between July and December. Now, to keep that monthly benefit, you have to follow the special earnings limit rule that says even though you were over the annual earnings limit in January through June, you're allowed to collect your full Social Security check during the months you are considered retired. But to keep your benefits, your earnings can't exceed $2,040 a month. Seriously, if you exceed the monthly $2,040 limit by even $1, your benefit is zero for that month. If your earnings each month are less than $2,040 in July through December, and you did not perform substantial services in self-employment during that time, you'll be able to keep your benefit. Substantial services in self-employment is defined as working more than 45 hours a month in the business, or if you're in a highly skilled occupation, working between 15 and 45 hours per month. In the description below, I'll include a link so that you can see if you're in a highly skilled business. So think about the opportunity here. You can make as much as you want in the first half of the year, in this example, and then if you don't exceed the monthly limit, you get to keep your $12,000 Social Security benefit plus whatever you earn during those months that you're retired, as long as you're under the limit. Are you ready for some good news now? Your withheld Social Security benefits don't just disappear into the ether. The SSA will recalculate your benefits when you reach full retirement age. Your benefit gets adjusted to give you credit for months when your payment was reduced or withheld. So if you retire in July 2026, in January 2027, that's your second year of retirement. And during your second and subsequent years, until the year of your full retirement age, the earnings limit is annual. This helps if your work is seasonal or you have circumstances where you can't really neatly spread your income out over the course of the year. If you want to look ahead or if next year is your second year of retirement, check out this video on the screen. I briefly cover the first year rule, not as much detail as I did here, but then I go into more detail about the second and subsequent years and the all-important year that you turned your full retirement age. If you have any questions at all, please leave me a comment. Or if you want to share your own experience, I would love that. And so would everyone else who watches this. Thanks so much for joining me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.